Hi, welcome back to another episode of Your Money Mindset, guiding you to achieve lasting financial freedom and peace of mind. I'm John MacGregor. Another great morning here in Auburn on my trail run, and it's just an absolutely stunning day, and I hope you're enjoying your time as well during this holiday season. I know it can be a little crazy given everything that's going on, not only with Christmas and decorations and family members and gift buying and then of course the COVID crisis, which is affecting everybody. I just hope you're hanging in there, and we're going to get through this. You know, something to think about, and I've been thinking a lot about this, just given how so many people are struggling in society financially. And when you think about 78% of people are living paycheck to paycheck, 78%. I mean, that's a staggering number, and that number has just been going up over the last 10 years that I've seen. In fact, just 5 years ago, that number was 73%, and now it's 78%. Despite all the information available and software and all kinds of tools to help people manage their money, the number of people living paycheck to paycheck is actually increasing. It's really, really scary. And it's not just about paying off your bills and managing your debt or saving for retirement. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're under a considerable amount of stress. And stress is the number one cause of our deadly diseases and health ailments. So money, any research study will tell you, money is the root cause of stress. Stress is the root cause of our most deadly diseases and health ailments. Stress causes cancer, lung ailments, cirrhosis, insomnia, irritability, high blood pressure. I mean, you go down the list and it's all stress related. In fact, 75% of physician office visits are stress related. So that's why I say this money problem is a bigger crisis than all diseases combined when you consider that 78% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. And the problem with financial stress is that it doesn't just come and go, right? Like stress is when you're in traffic, or stress is when you're in that job interview or in that first date. Remember that. Money stress is prolonged stress, and our body is not designed to handle prolonged stress. At the cellular level, our cells break down when they're under stress, and they cannot repair themselves. That's why it leads to these ailments and diseases. So getting your financial life, your financial house in order is just absolutely essential for you, your health, and all. Keep in mind, number one cause of divorce, you guessed it, it's money problems. So that's why it's just so important. And so when I talk about the 78% of people living paycheck to paycheck, this isn't the low-income people. It's not just exclusive to the low-income people. It's the people that are making a lot of money as well. In fact, I see more wealthy or high-income earners living paycheck to paycheck as I do those that are making a lower income. Because for most people, if you're earning this, you're spending this. If you're earning this, you're spending this. So it doesn't just apply to the poor, it applies to everybody. And the underlying reason is people do not manage their cash flow, right? As I said, if they're making this, they're spending this, because no one's monitoring. Most people do not monitor what they're spending on a daily, weekly, monthly, or annual basis. There's no accountability. There's no looking back going, oh my gosh, did I really go to Starbucks every day or twice a day for the last 30 days? Did I really spend that much money? Did I really need that car? Do I really see, and am I aware of what my spending habits are going to do for my future? And so people that I see are just kind of winging it through life, hoping that everything is going to work out in the end. And I'll tell you, most of the time it will not. The hardest conversation I have to have with individuals is when they come to me at age 65, they put 30, 35 years of hard work into their job, and they come to me and they lay out their financials on my table and they say, John, I've worked my tail off, I want to retire. And most of the time I can tell right away, just at a quick glance, there is no way they're going to be able to retire, certainly retire the way they wanted to retire. And it's a very, very difficult conversation to have with people, telling them, no, I'm sorry, you cannot work. You're going to have to continue working or find another job, or you're going to have to really lower your retirement lifestyle standards. And I don't want that to happen to you. So a concept that I want to talk to you about is budgeting. And I know that's almost like a 4-letter word, right? Budgeting. We hate that word. It's like exercise, but it is so important. And if you set it up right, it can be done very easily and maintained very easily. And so a concept that I want to talk to you about is called Xero-Based Budgeting. This is a system where you are allocating all of your income and you are dictating where that money goes every single week or every single month. So in the end, there is zero left over. Now, let me get this straight. This doesn't mean you're spending money frivolously, of course, but you are dictating, you are giving your money a purpose, what it's for. And so what I mean by that is the ideal budget that you should be shooting for is a 50-30-20, okay? 50-30-20. 50% of your take-home pay should go to things that you need, okay? This is your housing, this is your rent or your mortgage, this is your insurance, this is your cell phone, this is your utilities, all those necessities in your life, right? Food. Then the 30% goes to those things you want, okay? This could be Netflix, this could be a movie budget, this could be Netflix, dining out, this could be other entertainment or travel. And then the 20% is for savings, your retirement, and debt payoff, okay? So if you set this up and you itemize all of your expenses, your wants, or excuse me, your needs, your wants, and then your future savings and debt payoff. Every dollar must be accounted for at the end of the month, okay? I would also set up a specific credit card or debit card, excuse me, let me make sure. I would set up a specific debit card for those things that you want, the 30% of your budget for the wants. Once your monthly, or excuse me, your weekly or semi-weekly or monthly income comes into your main account, I would automatically send that 30% to that specific debit card. That's the card that you use for those things that you want. And you cannot deviate from that at all, okay? That's the card that you're gonna use for your pleasure, your fun and entertainment. But once that card is exhausted for the month, that's it for your wants, okay? And if you were to set aside 20% for your future savings or retirement, I'll tell you, if you start off like this in your early 20s and you put away that 20% every month, by the time you're 45 or 50, you will be set for life. I'm telling you, set for life if you manage that money properly, okay? So I know it could be you could be looking at me going, are you crazy? How am I going to put 20% away on a monthly basis? And I get it. Many of you are in situations where it just isn't feasible. I totally, completely understand, especially with what's going on right now with COVID and working job insecurity, and maybe you got laid off, or maybe they're pulling hours from you, or they've dropped your pay, or whatever the situation is. I get it, and I feel your pain. I get your emails and I get your messages. I know the desperation that so many of you are in. In that case, I want you to start small, okay? Set up the budget, identify all of your expenses. That exercise alone could be mind-blowing because you may not even know where your money is going, right? As most people don't. Set up your budget, identify all of the expenses that you're doing on a weekly or monthly basis, and then try to set aside that, try to move in that direction of the 50, 30, 20, Xero-based budget. With that, I hope that was helpful. I just wish everyone a wonderful holiday season and an amazing new year. We got a ton of great stuff coming out that's really going to help and get you on track financially. And that's my mission for you. And we're going to do this together. And as I always say, it's never too late to start your journey to financial freedom and peace of mind. It's not a matter of chance. It's a matter of your choice. Go to my website. I got a ton of good stuff to download to start that journey to financial freedom. And with that, have a wonderful day, and we'll be talking to you very soon. Hit subscribe, leave me a comment. Would love to hear from you. And I will leave you with some beautiful, beautiful scenery.